Welcome back to Certain Hijinks. This is Jacob, and this is Pocket Monsters, and this is another episode, and I am here today. Okay, so when last we left off, oh god, like, what do we do now? We beat Sabrina. That had been our goal for, like, so long. I guess now we go back to Fuchsia, and we go to Cinnabar, because that's where the next gym is. Here. So yeah, the next gym is in Cinnabar Island, which if you saw on the map was way down in the water. So we're gonna go there first, and we're gonna go past, like, the Seafoam Islands and stuff. I don't think we're gonna actually go in there. We might later, or I might do it off screen just to, like, or make it like a special episode to go get, like, something specific, to go get Blizzard, because I think the Blizzard TM is in there. But now at this point, I'm kind of just like, you know, we're in that last heat. We're in the final stretch of the game, and I kind of just want to get it done with, you know? Ha ha ha. Amusing. Get bought. That was supposed to be get bit, or was supposed to be get fought, and it came out get bought. Sorry. I'm low energy today. It's like the middle afternoon whenever I'm recording. I've been doing stuff. I had to drag my ass out here to do this today. I'm not in a super big mood, you know? I'm not in a big mood. Am I gonna be going through the motions a little bit on this episode? Yeah, maybe. But you know what? These lulls in creativity happen, and I got some Pokemon to keep me going. Heck yes. And then we fight this guy. Lots of grinding. But it'll be fun. We're having fun. That's why we're here. Tiny little tentacle. I don't think I'm going to even play Custom Robo today. I think I might save that for later in the week. I really only need one episode. And I think I might just record later. I don't know. I'm just not super feeling it today. But we shall persevere. I'm not stopping. You can't make me. Which one's Drill Peck? This one? Yeah, I got there. Hey, we did it. Team's like level 40. We're like around the level we're supposed to be, I'm pretty sure. We've got like time. This is the original gens, where you have to go into the menu, ask the Pokemon to surf, and then get on it. And now we're surfing, yay. Get ready for a lot of Horsies, a lot of Goldines, and a lot of Tentacles. That's pretty much what everyone has. It's those guys, and that's about it. Whoa, pardon me. There's just not a lot to talk about. I guess, like, we could talk about, like, the general state of the game at the moment. We have passed probably the last of the big game hub. We're in officially what I would like to call the third act of the game. The next gym leader, Blaine, is on Cinnabar Island, which is an isolated island on a volcano off of the coast here. He's sort of like a mad scientist archetype, where, like, Sabrina was, like, supposed to be like your standard weird child, like, psychic person. You know, each one of the gym leaders is meant to be archetypal and, like, represents the aspect of that element. So, Blaine being a scientist makes sense because, like, the fires of creation and, like, the passion required in order to, like, be a scientist and stuff, and to, like, do the kind of rote work they do. It requires a lot of passion, even if you don't see it on the surface, you know? So, Blaine's not super tough. We should be okay, because we have Gyarados for 1, and we have Sandslash for 2. So, even if he comes at us, we should be okay. We shouldn't have any major problems. We could just use Rock Slide and Surf to take care of the majority of his team. And we can always fall back on Snorlax to, like, keep us safe. As these guys, not just was there a fight? Did someone pee? What's going on? Why aren't we? Why you're hanging out? Why aren't you facing together? It makes no sense to me. God. Anyway. So, and after Blaine, we'll have the 8th gym leader, who's a surprise, and I don't want to spoil it just in case of the random person who hasn't played Pokemon before, like, and hasn't beat Pokemon. The 2 of you that have not played this game, but, you know, whatever. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Oh, that was the wrong move. I missed. Oh, no. Oh, now he's wrapping. No. Please just be Constrict. Oh, thank God it was just Constrict. I feel like such a fool. Sick. Snorlax. I think that was Vibe? I think that was Vibe? I don't know. Uh-huh. This guy's got a lot of dudes. But yeah. So the other kicker is that you can technically go fight Blaine before you go fight Sabrina, because I believe Koga is the one that... I believe you get the requirements for the Surf TM from Vermilion. So you have another option where it's like, who are you going to go fight? Because you could go fight Blaine earlier than everybody else if you wanted to. He's higher leveled, but you could do it. Which, again, I'm kind of a fan of. I do like Pokemon being this, like, very open-ended thing. I like this midpoint option where it's like, you've got multiple options here. Some of them might be easier. And they do it in Johto, too, where you've got 2 options at a specific point, and you can go fight either you can go left or right on a specific route, and they both, and it's like, at this point, it's like you've got Surf, you can go wherever you want. You don't care which one you do. It's one of these 2, though, is what you're gonna get. Which is fascinating to me. They don't really do that anymore. They didn't do that in Ruby and Sapphire, really. They did do it in... Which one did they do it again in? They did it in Diamond and Pearl, the 4th games. In the 4th games, you totally have an option. And then they get rid of it in Platinum. They get rid of that 3rd option. And instead, it goes in a much more logical, practical use. Which, again, I don't fault them for. I like the more open way of doing things, but there is something to be said about an RPG that is designed to be a bit more linear in gameplay. The difference being is that, here's the key. You can't have linear game, like, the reason why the older games could get away with being linear and, let's say, the newest game, oh, what is it called? The new one, Sword and Shield. There we go. Sword and Shield, one of its problems is that it puts so much emphasis on the wild area, which is this big open expanse. But parts of it are gated off, so you can't go to all of it, for 1. And for 2, all of the gym leaders, you don't get your choice in options. If they wanted to do this more open style thing, rather than have Pokemon of higher levels that are impossible to catch that you have to constantly run from for fear of getting beat up on, they should have had a level scaling system so that way you could go and explore and stuff. I think the problem is that there's not a lot of reason to explore in a Pokemon game besides catching them all. But that's not necessarily a good excuse for going to all sorts of weird nooks and crannies, and if you're going to do that, you have to make the world very big, which I don't think Game Freak's never done that before. They don't have any games that are that big in scale, and developing games that are that big is a huge undertaking. So I feel like this was very much, they tried to run before they could walk. Like, this was their attempt at doing like a half, like Sword and Shield was them trying to do like a half-baked version of like the open world RPG where they still had like a linear pathway but just an area that was meant to be open where you could explore. And that's fine, but it didn't really do well, is the problem. Cool. It just didn't really do super well, is the problem. Because they just, like, it felt phoned in. It felt like it was under a crunch because they were like, we have to have this game done by this point, which is like, you guys shouldn't have hobbled yourselves like that. It's really not necessary. People are willing to wait for the new Pokemon game. Or you should have done a traditional game first and had this cooking in the background with your B team. And then when the A team was done, switch it over. Like, they should have hired more people. Like, it's a whole big mess. And that's the thing. I mostly liked Sword and Shield. The characters were fun. The story was bad because there wasn't any. Like, the narrative-focused stories that we got in, like, Black and White has been, like, the best one we had, and I wish we went back to that, because we kind of had it in Sun of Moon, but because they didn't really have that in X and Y. X and Y had, like, no stories. Before Sword and Shield, X and Y was my least favorite Pokemon game, and then Sun and Moon came out, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I like this. Who did I send out last? I think... Sure. So, and it's like, because that's the benefit of a, like, linear Pokemon game, is like, yeah, you take away player choice, but you give them the option to be invested in character moments. You get to define and put in specific story beats that players can like. You just have to rely on that a bit more. It's like if I was to do a Pokemon game and I was to be like, you have to make it linear for newer players, I'd be like, cool, congrats, you're gonna get like Persona 5, but Pokemon is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a linear story experience that gives you like little tiny choices. You know, like, where it's, because that's the thing, even like Persona 5, it's not really open world. There's like, the world is open, quote unquote, in the sense that, like, hey, you're done with school for the day, go do whatever you want, and you can, like, go and do battles and mementos, see a wild area, or you can go and, like, do story stuff by maxing out levels of your confidants, or go do training to make your overall stats better. So it's like you can go and, like, hang out with your friends and, like, get stronger that way. And it's like, that's what they needed to do. If you're going to have a linear Pokemon game, that's what you have to do. And the irony of ironies is that apparently the Digimon series does this, where they have more linear gameplay with reused levels and stuff, but you get more options for that kind of stuff. They're more focused, they're more story-driven. Because a lot of people are like, oh, if you're going to have a story-driven game, then it can't be for kids, because it'll go over their head. And to that I say BS. No. Lies, deceit, and slander. That is not true. Because there have been plenty of games for kids that had more under their hood and stuff. Especially whenever you consider that, like, I feel like this is a thing that I sort of get annoyed with nowadays, especially. Ooh, that's a cool Kingdra sprite. I actually really like that. You can really see his scales. And this is sort of a thing I sort of get annoyed with. in children's media or media that is designed for kids. Kids aren't dumb. Kids, here's the thing that a lot of people don't seem to consider. All human beings, pretty much no matter what they're like after a certain age period, like once they hit about 13 years old, they have the same capacity to learn as an adult does. They have the same capacity, and they're at the point where they're beginning to understand how, like, people's lives work and stuff. They're beginning to empathize. And that's why shows like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Hilda, that one on Netflix, Kipo, She-Ra, like, don't get me wrong, there's still tons of adults that go out of their way to enjoy these things. The Voltron cartoon, things like that. They're enjoying it. They're having a great time. Ooh, my bones. Oh, that wasn't a lot. It's a bit sad. Did I heal almost all of it back? Cool. That means I can use it next time. Go us. Hey, 41, baby. I don't agree with the sentiment that kids are dumb. I don't. I think kids have the same capacity to understand things. Like, kids get sad when they watch movies. Like, that's the whole premise behind, like, Disney movies. We were children when we watched Fox and the Hound. Like, and Fox and the Hound is not an easy thing to sit and watch through. Same thing with Bambi. They have complex themes. Fox and the Hound, it's... Guess what? The fox and the dog, they're not friends by the end of their movie. They start out as, like, these super, like, close guys that, like, want to do nothing but play together and hang out, but the dog has responsibilities to his owner, to the dog that helped raise him, to his, like, whole thing, and it makes it so it's like, listen, man, I can't do this anymore. Like, it's just, people change, you know? They begin to fill out these archetypes and stuff that sometimes happens, and sometimes people just can't be friends anymore, and that's sad. But that's a thing you need to learn when you're a kid. So whenever you see all these shows that, and these, like, games that are meant for kids, that are this saccharine, like, this saccharine, like, obviously exploitive, obviously have zero thought, stories and tales and stuff that are just like, there is no, the overarching moral lessons are not deep, they don't have any complexity to them, there's nothing to make you empathize with the characters, you're just supposed to go with it and learn. It's like, this is bad and not good. Like, say what you will about, like, and I say exploitative whenever it's like, when us millennials were kids, every cartoon we watched was meant to sell us a toy. Every cartoon. G.I. Joe, Street Sharks, Transformers, Pokemon. Like, it's meant to sell us a product, let's be honest here, alright? I'm not gonna change that. And the thing is that these really good, like, creative shows that are meant for kids and stuff, the ones that only last for, like, one season, it's because they don't sell toys. But that's because kids don't like toys anymore. Kids play video games. Or if they do play toys, it's toys that they can play that mimic the things that they're into, right? Like, what's a good example? I have a wee baby cousin named Luke. Luke loves the Fortnite. He loves the Fortnite. Well, he did. He loves the Fortnite, the Roblox, the Minecraft, and stuff like that. He likes all of those things. This is the first time I've run into a wild Pokemon on the surf. Go us. It was just a crappy tentacle. So this is the Seafoam Islands. This is a totally optional area, if I remember correctly. It's a bit of a pain to get through, and there are I don't believe there are any traders in the Seafoam Islands, so there's not really anything to do. This is a good place to get Ice-type Pokemon, because you can get Seal, Dugong, Shelder, and stuff like that. Which are all solid choices and decisions, solely because you've got an Elite Four member that's got, like, 2.5 Dragonites on his team. Like, your boy gets it. So having eyesight is good. But back to my point about the kids. He likes these things, and one of his favorite toys, one of the things he likes to get are Nerf guns. Because oh, do I have to... Seafoam, can you only get through Seafoam through one area? Oh, that's... Well, I guess we're... Is there seriously the only one way to get to Seafoam? Let me, I could have sworn you could bypass Seafoam on this, from this direction. I did some research, and yeah, no, we totally have to go through Seafoam. Because if we go through this exit here, we can go underneath this part here, and that exits out. So, looks like we're going through Seafoam, folks. Hopefully this won't kill us, or take forever. Back to our riveting conversation. Yeah, but the kid likes his Nerf guns and everything. But here's the other thing, too. He likes older toys. He plays Hot Wheels. Like, he plays with other stuff. And it's less of, hey, I want to play dumb Fortnite game, and more of, hey, I want to play dumb Fortnite game because I want to play with kids older than me. And stuff. He wants to play with his brother, like, 90% of the time. That's, like, what he wants to do. Don't get me wrong, the kid understands and he wants to have his own space. He's a bit of an introverted kid. Yes, but, like... Yeah, that's a really good Psyduck sprite. I actually love this Psyduck sprite. That's adorable. Alright. Now I remember. I remember now. Alright. Hope you guys like rock puzzles. This is gonna... Alright. So, we gave our Snorlax strength specifically so we could move boulders. This is... Welcome to Castaway edition of certain hijinks. This is the Castaway cast, where I am adrift on an island, and I'm going to just pontificate and get on my soapbox about the state of media or other such things in order to entertain you, because all of this is incredibly dumb and boring. Okay. Hey, Staryu. So yeah. That's like the thing. Oh my god. Our other option is we fly to Pallet Town and we just come to Cinnabar from the other place and we just skip this part of the route and not deal with Seafoam. Because I just don't want to do a dungeon right now. I'm so drained. I just want to get to Cinnabar. Well, woe is me. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm already here is the thing. Oh my god. It's gonna be like this every 5 seconds. Seal's cute looking. That's all. Profound statement, I know, but this is a cute looking little animal. Alright, let's take this thing. This is such a pain. I'm upset now. I forgot my whole original thing that I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Cartoons and stuff. But kids can handle, and I think do appreciate, complex stories that give them the emotions. In the same way that, like, we adults do. You know? It's not like I'm saying that all kids shows need to be that, but I'm saying that, like, man, it sucks. I mean, we've got a few now, right? I think, like, I've, like, seen clips from Owl House. It's just pretty fun. Seems cute. Oh my goodness. This is hell. Welcome to hell. There's so many. I'm also getting lost. If you guys can believe it. I just need to find the exit. Alright, so... Pokemon. You give me strength and power. That's a Kingler. He looks cool. Wow, he's almost level 40. I guess that's a cool thing. It's that, like, hey, you can technically get Pokemon that are, like, super high leveled over here. It would just be nice if they didn't show up every 4 steps. I don't have any repels. I might have repels, I just don't know where they are. A good chunk of them I've either used by accident or they're in, like... Alright, that goes there. I'm gonna laugh when we get to Articuno, and then I'm gonna be like, well, now I'm here and I have to try and catch this Articuno. Why am I doing this to myself? Alright, that moves there. And then we have to go back around, run away from like 2 other Psyducks. Hey, Krabby. He looks a lot angrier. Okay, so that's that. And now I don't remember if surfing on this water will get us teleported. Pokemon, Gyarados, surf. Yeah, this is the auto surf area. We're gonna be forced to go this way. It's a seal. And then it's like, I believe at a certain point it lets us, like, we can block the current and it makes it so we're not forced to go down there, and then going up is how we get to Articuno. Oh my god! That was 1 step, right? Jeez. I believe the old way it was done is that, like, every single time you took a step, you had, like, a 1 whatever chance. And it's just like, it means every step we're taking, it's just like a coin flip, basically. Whereas, I believe later it was like, it started at base 0, and then after so many steps, you went that way. This is that one. I guess we'll go here. No, this is taking us backwards. I want to go the other way. Ugh. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna look up a map. I'm gonna look up a map. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna come back to this later whenever I'm not bitter at the fact that I have to do this. Because now, I'm like, well, crap. I completely forgot about this, and... I've done God, I used to get so stuck on Seafoam Islands when I was a kid, man. And now I'm just bitter about it, and I don't want to do it because it sucks, and it's my least favorite. It's my least favorite, whatchamacallit. It's just my least favorite dungeon in this game. It's really confusing, it takes forever, the encounters are every 5 seconds. This makes you go this way, and then this makes you go this way. This forces you to drop down, which then forces you to go this way. Okay, so now we're locked in because we decided to surf. So now we just kind of have to go along with this, which is severely frustrating. Okay, seeing as how we just did an actual loop, I'm gonna call it here. I will, next time I'm in a better state of mind, I will go ahead and, like, do something, anything, to be better prepared for this. So that way I will just know what to do. Because I don't want to do this right now. Okay, goodbye. You're all wonderful. This has been Certain Hijinks. This has been Jacob. And this has been an episode. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.